everybody. Once again, this is COD Skills. Oh, gotta fix my mic. Gotta fix my mic. There we go. Okay. Once again, this is COD Skills, like always, and I've got a pretty beast gameplay for you guys. I end up going 36 and 12. And, so yeah. I'm going to talk about two things in this commentary. First, I'm going to talk about the guns in Black Ops 2, which I'm going to start with. And two, I'm going to talk about, the new consoles that are going to come out fairly soon. Depends on what you think soon is. So here we go, getting right into it. We're going to talk about the MP7 first. Now some of you guys might be wondering, why is this MP7 suddenly so accurate if you have tried it so far? And I would probably say, ever since that patch that we got, the MP7 has been really, really good. So that might have something to do with it. Now, getting into it, the next gun is PDW. Now it got nerfed, which means basically make it worse, and were definitely successful with that. With that. So yeah, that kind of sucked. You definitely won't see any more PDW gameplay on this channel, just because they patched it like that, and that really sucked. So, moving on. We're going to talk about the MSMC. Now, the MSMC is still fairly decent, depending on what you want in a gun, because, I mean, it's okay. It was definitely better before the patch, but they also patched that. They gave it a little more recoil. I mean, it's still usable, but I prefer the MP7, AN94, and stuff like that now. So, moving on, we're going to talk about the, I'm only going to talk about the guns that a lot of people use. So I'm going to talk about the AN94 and give my opinion on it. So about the AN94, I really like the gun. It's very accurate, but if they can only put some more damage on it, then it would be a lot better. By the way, about the Lodestar, it's not that good on Yemen. It turns out it's very bad on Yemen actually. Because there's just so many buildings. If you were gonna run, if you're gonna get on Yemen, then more than likely you should run like AGR or something that can do work from the ground, or something like that. So, moving on, we are going to talk about the, what other gun does people use a lot? The MP7, we've covered that. Huh. Well, that's interesting. That's pretty much the primary guns that people use, but I will also talk about the Scorpion. I can't judge it that much simply because I haven't played with it that much. It just has a lot of recoil, but I guess I should give it a try now that I'm trying to expand the type of guns that I use. Oh, Type 25, that's a very underrated gun. Not a lot of people use the Type 25, probably because, I don't know, maybe it's an assault rifle, maybe that's why. I mean, I really enjoy it. It seems like at the beginning of the Black Ops 2, everybody was using it, and now all of a sudden, nobody's using it anymore, so I thought that was kind of weird. Quick note on the gameplay, the reason I didn't use the K9 unit was because I saw that I only had one more minute on the match, and I wasn't even going against full team, so I decided to just wait until the second half when we would get more people in and the dogs could really do work then, because I'm trying to get the dogs and VSAT little title, which I mean the calling card, which I'm working on, which is very hard. I've already got the Lodestar one. I've got my Merciless one showing right now. My Merciless, my Lodestar, and my Stealth Chopper. So yeah, that kind of sucks. Haven't exactly got the dogs one yet, but I'm working on it. Now this gameplay I thought was pretty funny because I did a live comm on Slums right before this, and I died on my VSAT when I got my VSAT, and I come to this game and I get dogs and I succeed a lot. So yeah, I just thought that was kind of funny. It's this MP7. I don't even know what to say. They've done something to it and not told us, I think, because it is really good. So moving on to the next topic, which is the new consoles. I'm going to tell you a lot of information about the Xbox 720 and some information about the PS4. Personally, I'm going to be buying the Xbox 720 for multiple reasons that I will go into. So, we'll start out with PS4 because I know less about it. So, PS4, they're supposedly going to have really good graphics card, 8 gigabyte or 8 something of storage. Um, so that 8 bytes of storage is pretty good. I mean, they match what the Xbox had. Originally, they had 4. The PS4 had 4 gigabytes, but now I think they bumped it up to 8. It might be megabytes. I have no idea. I don't know that computer stuff. Now this knifing guy is like lagging or something. He kills me a lot. So, anyways, um, so that's about all I know on the PS4. They're gonna have a new controller with the touchpad on the what is it? Sorry, I made a farting noise with my mouth. You're gonna have touchpad on the controller, so maybe you can like designate part of the screen to be touchpad on the touchpad. I don't know. Um, they also introduced something very new that I was thinking about it and I didn't find it that useful. That it could be that useful. I had not seen this guy. I don't know what's wrong with me. It's basically handing over the controller, where you can choose somebody that you're with, where you can basically give them control of your screen. Like if you want them to complete a certain challenge or something like that, they can just go on your screen and complete it for you. Now, that might be good and that might be bad because they might you might trust them and they might screw up your classes or do whatever. So if I get the PS4, then I definitely will not be handing over my controller to anybody. So yeah, that I mean it's they're you can tell they're doing like little things to try and make the little things big things, but really I don't know. They're just I will not be buying the PS4. I don't think. So moving on to something I do know a lot about, the Xbox 720. Now this is probably what I will be getting. It has an okay graphics card, which means the PS4 has a better one, but the Xbox 720 still has a really good graphics card. So it's supposed to be upgraded, so it will look better than your Xbox 360 does now. See that will be better. And then they will not be changing their controller, and I figured this out because I sent an email to Scuff wondering if my Scuff controller will still be compatible with the Xbox 720, and they said yes, it will be fine. So that basically tells me they're not going to change their controller, or else they would have said, oh, you need to like reset it, or no, it will not be compatible, and that would mean that they're getting a new controller, but obviously they're not. So that I don't know if I like that or not. It depends. I'm kind of glad that they didn't, because they could have made a really sucky controller, and then it would have sucked if you bought the Xbox 720. So the prices that they're looking at is about in the 400s to 500s, which is extremely expensive. But I might be able to pull a little bit of money out of my pocket and get it, depending on what YouTube has to offer, which isn't a lot right now. But I'll talk about YouTube money that's for a later subject. So yeah. Um, Also, what I know about it is that there's not gonna be a lot of change. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I might talk to my clan leader, but apparently not now. Um, I hope you guys have a nice day. If you enjoyed this video, please like, favorite, and subscribe. Do all that. I'm gonna show you the class here that I use. So let me get straight into this. That is a class right there. So if you guys want to copy that down, it's a very good class, and have a nice day.